It's a nice, sunny, hot day. Nice views, everything. So the following video y'all about to watch is basically a Q&A session that I did with the students in the Cat Credit University. So every month, pretty much bi-weekly, I meet with them on there. I answer the questions that they have. And it was a pretty good session, so I just wanted to give y'all an insight into it. If you want to, tap in with us in the community, I'll have the link below. It's only $39 a month at the time I'm recording this. It could be back to $100 a month by the time you tap in. So I would tap in as soon as possible if you find value from it. With that being said, just enjoy the video, take notes, do what you got to do with it. Y'all have a blessed one. All right, so I don't know if y'all just joined or if you're new or whatever, but basically we do these Q&A sessions bi-weekly. I just hop on here, just answer any questions y'all have as far as the business aspect or just anything in general as far as the content that we're talking about. I want to know who's in the room, so if y'all could just let me know. I guess when you joined, where you're tapping in from, if you do have a credit repair business already, and just kind of what your goal is. One of y'all want to go ahead?
I guess I'll start. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
My name is Mike. I'm out of New Jersey. I've been following you for a while. I started getting a lot of the master classes and things like that. I don't have a credit repair business or anything like that. I just was trying to get, my credit situated and knowing the ins and outs of just trying to figure out credit in general. My wife has a small business, so eventually I'm going to venture down that road. But right now, my main objective is to use the information to clean up my credit so I can get a renovation figured out for the house.
Okay, sounds good. You say you tapped in from Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey, yeah.
You say you've been following me for a while. Where you see me at? IG? YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube, IG. That's when I originally found you. Then I started locking in through your socials and things like that. And then randomly I started you're just following just more, consistent and getting the courses and stuff that you offered.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And then I think Cory, right? I think it was Cory. That was iPhone. Maybe he's not by his phone. But yeah, I mean, if y'all got any questions, that's.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
What's going on, dog? My name Cory. I'm from DC. You know what I'm saying? I seen you on Instagram. I just kept seeing you. I'm like, I'm gonna just tap in and see what you're talking about. I done spent a whole bunch of money with different people trying to learn the game. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some people you mentored that had the same mentor as me. So I'm like, I want to see what you're talking about.
Who'd you see?
Right now, I don't know.
You cutting out. I can't hear you.
What's his name? Jay? You can hear me now?
Yeah, you said Jay?
Yeah, Jay. I wound up following him from one of my other mentors, and then he was like, "Yeah, man, you helped him out, try to get back on track with just disputing well, and he doing amazing. Every time I look at his Instagram, he just doing numbers 100 or better.
Oh, you talking about?
So I just
Roland, right? Chicago.
Yeah. I don't know him personally.
Okay.
I don't know him personally, but
I got you.
I know of him. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to tap in and try to sharpen my skills the best way I can.
Got you. So you got a credit business too?
I wouldn't say I got a credit business. I just be helping people for real. I be helping people. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of nice.
Santa Claus out here? Like, you just helping people for free? Like, what's going on?
Oh, hell no. I don't be doing it for free. I just be, I don't be marketing myself like that. I be marketing because I went to college, and I know endless people that I went to college with. They, they gonna lock in with me because of who I am. So I just deal with them. So I just started learning. I'm nice with the collection removals. I'm nice with the student loan removals. It's only like a couple things that I really need to just tap into somebody that really know what they doing with the repos and things that deal with the auto and like loans and charge offs. If I could get that down pat, then I'll really go full fledged with like, promoting and stuff like that. But as of right now, I don't feel like I ain't getting the results that I want to be promoting how y'all be promoting or how y'all be advertising. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. You say you've seen Jay though. Have you seen some of my other students or no?
Yeah, I don't remember their names though. Somebody scaled their business to like 100,000.
Oh, you're over 100,000. You're talking about Ali?
Yeah.
That's
I was watching your YouTube. I'm like, yeah, son seem official, but
yeah.
you had that 10K program. I don't know if it was 10K up front or you wanted 5K here and 5K there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just tap into the university. And plus, I work during the day, so I was just like, man, I could just take the information from the university and just keep studying.
Definitely.
And then that's what just ended me up here.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend starting there because the 10K is for people that are already current credit repair business owners for the most part, and then we just help them scale. But the university, you could get your 10K a month at least, if y'all take action on the information. So yeah, that's really what it is. For the people that came in, I don't know who Increasing by Faith Ministries is, but welcome. You want to say something to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's up, Chief? I'm Doc Davis. I couldn't figure out how to get my regular background up there, so
No
that's my
problem.
church background. So I
Okay.
had to get on, so I didn't miss nothing.
Okay. Welcome. You want to just let us know, I guess, where you're tapping in from? I think I remember the name Doc.
Man, yeah, I'm from East Oakland, but I live up here in Southern Cal, here in the high desert. Been doing credit repair for a minute. Got a few things going, but I'm really jumping into the learning the part about the consumer law, and I like the way you teach it. I like the way you break things down, and it's kind of got me really leaning heavy on that side. So I'm doing a little bit of restructuring, getting some things together because I want to get that down real packed because I'm seeing a lot of wins over there.
Gotcha. What you been doing before?
It's always been credit repair.
Oh, like you doing Metro 2, factual? Like what were you?
Yeah, factual, Metro 2. I even got into the little credit beast thing. I got a thing on that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with that or not. And what I mean by doing it is as an affiliate.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying out a few things right now, as I consider exactly where I want to go. But I know I want to go with that the consumer law. I love that.
Gotcha. And you say you're in SoCal?
Yeah. I'm up in the high desert up here.
What part?
Lancaster, Palmdale.
Okay. I don't know where that's at.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Juan came in. You want to say what's good? Like where you tapping in from? I guess what your goals are right now, and then we can get into any questions people got.
Hey, what's up? I'm over here in the Midwest. My goal is kind of just to learn more about the litigation part.
Okay.
Yeah, I already, learned the Metro and all that fun stuff. When I found you, I kind of found you a little bit late. So I was like going into like the funding part and learning how to credit repair without credit repair, if that makes sense.
You talking about like consumer laws, or what do you mean by that?
No. What I mean by that is just putting positive blood flow into your profile before you start like attacking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I learned that, but right now I'm focused on the litigation part. Just the power in it, and just and how it like just it's just so much power in that right there.
Definitely.
Instead of yeah.
Okay, definitely. So I mean that's pretty much what everybody's kind of said what they wanted to say. At this point I'll just go into any open Q&A y'all got. If it's about the business, if it's about business funding, litigation, etc., removing items. I know it was mentioned earlier. I think charge-offs was mentioned, but yeah, if y'all got any questions, this is what it's for. I'm here for like the next 40 minutes, so.
Yeah, I was the one that said something about charge-offs. Basically, like I said, collections is fairly easy to me. I be getting collections off left and right for my friends and family, and a couple of clients. But
Wait, hold on. Before you go, when did you join the university? Are you level 3 in the university or not yet?
Nah, I'm not level 3. I joined the university like last month and I don't, like I said, I be working a lot. I'm trying to be to the spot. Like I got a good job and all that, but I'm really just trying to work for myself. And I feel like credit repair is never going to die because everybody need good credit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to want good credit. So I feel like if I'm a master at getting off the main things that people got, which is repos, charged off credit cards, I got a bankruptcy off. I got child support off all the time. That's not really my issue. My issue is getting off charged off credit cards, charged off loans, and charged off cars. That's it.
What's your goal? Is your goal as far as like getting paid to do it? Or are you just like looking to be able to get those negative items off? Like what's the overall goal?
Hell yeah, I'm trying to get paid.
So why don't you, because you say you're good at collections, why don't you just market to people that just collections?
Yeah, I be getting paid for my work, no question. But I feel like I want to be a one-stop shop. Like if somebody come to me based off, like I told you earlier, how I be seeing one of your mentees. I seen him in your YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, he be getting like real live results in 30 days.
Jay, right? You talking about Jay or who?
Yeah, Jay.
None of them are paid actors, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Nah, for real. So I was looking at his page. I'm like, I don't really want to know somebody's sauce. I just want to know.
You're kind of far. I can't really hear you.
I said I don't really want to know his sauce. I just want to know the fundamentals on getting faster results. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was able to get faster results, I could scale a business in no time. All I have to do is market to my college buddies, and I'll be up. That wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't even really promote for real online. I know who to go at. So yeah. I just want to know like what's the I ain't looking for no get rich quick scheme. I'm looking for the most effective and legit way to do it.
Okay, but based on what you said, I kind of heard like a contradiction because you say you're looking for fast, and then you say you're not looking for get rich quick scheme. So which one would you say you're looking for?
Like when I mean fast, I've been disputing. Let's say I've been disputing like a charge off for like 3-4 months. I know like traditional credit repair takes from like 6 to 12 months, but I seen on your ad, you was like, man, you tired of getting results in such and such amount of time? You want faster results? I'm like, man, hell yeah. It's like you was talking to me.
Yeah, so I got you.
I was like, man, I'm gonna see what you talking about. And then if I could get that down pat, and I'm cool. I'll just keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep applying pressure with that.
Gotcha. So a word on that is really, it just comes down to setting up your claim and going through litigation. So that's what I preach about doing. Jay, he's in the 10K program, so I'm always on them about that. But I mean, I'm telling y'all here too, like you want to focus on drafting up your letters and the way you're presenting a claim to where you can go through litigation if necessary. Because you could keep sending those letters back and forth. You might get that deletion, but it's really going to be litigation that presses it because everything's going to be about money to these companies,
Right.
99.9% of credit repair business owners, they're just going to keep sending letters. So that's why Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, debt collectors, all these people, they got millions of dollars. If it's 0.01% of people that study under me or whoever that's actually going through litigation, they're going to offer a little settlement check. It's not that deep to them. They're going to keep violating. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. So when you talk about fast and like what I talk about in my ads and everything, I'm talking about having a foundation for litigation. Because when we talk about, I spoke about Metro 2 earlier, I think when I was talking to Doc, Metro 2 factual disputing, those don't have legal standing. Consumer laws has legal standing. That's why you want to use consumer laws. When we talk about like, you know, Jay and some of my other students, or just people in this program as well, it's the same thing here or the 10K program. Think about it like school. I give y'all all the same information. There might be A students, there might be C students. So you just got to look at it like, what type of student are you going to be, and just put the action into place. So when we talk about, you said charge offs, right?
Yeah, charge offs or like repos or
Okay.
like a charge.
Have you seen my student Anthony Martinez? I posted about how he's getting repos deleted pretty quickly. I should do a video with him actually, but I haven't.
No, I ain't see that one. I just seen a couple. Like what drew me to you is right after I finished watching your advertisement game is crazy, out this world. Because every time I go to look at your YouTube videos, I'll get to scrolling on Instagram and I see you. I'm like, man, I keep seeing this dude.
Yeah.
Let me see what he got to offer. So I was about to sign up. I was about to sign up for the mentorship. He was like, man, yeah, my mentorship is 10K. I'm like,
yeah,
shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's why we do funding. That's why we do.
I already know. So, and I've done funding before. I'd have made 5-6K in one day off of funding.
And 10K is pennies. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. But
yeah,
I really realized what you were saying as far as like people recognizing the value in that. Like, because if they spent 10K on something, they gonna really value it. So I understand that. Definitely. But at the same token, I joined this university because I'm like, man, I just want to dive in and just learn what I can at this time while I'm building up, scaling. Because I know I'm gonna be wealthy off of this. I just don't know when it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
You just got to keep going. You just got to be consistent, stay at it. I don't know if I answered your question. It was as far as charge off, like how to remove it.
Yeah, like I already used.
Let's talk about what have you done so far, and then I'll get into it.
I use 1681 S2B. I think that's it. I'm not looking at it right now.
Okay, so you're talking about the furnishers, right? Not the
yeah. So I send that letter to the credit reporting agencies. I'll draft up a letter basically stating the violation, give them the instruction, give them the reason in the instruction. And then sometimes I done got some repos off now. Yeah. And then I done tried to use the same method and it don't work for the next person, which I understand.
That's correct.
I understand that. But that's why I really be joining so many different groups of people that be doing what I'm trying to do, because I'm like, all right, if I fall into this situation, what do I do next? Mm-hmm. And that's where I be stuck at. But I done definitely got repos off before. No question. I done got everything off before. But every time I try to do it for somebody else, like the same type process step, it don't work. And then I'll be seeing like one of your mentors be killing it, like 140 points here, 190 points there, 240 points there. I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong?
I mean, one thing too, I will say, because obviously I'm in both communities. Yeah. In that community, we're more interactive about, okay, I did this, what's not working, what's not working. I'm not sure. I think you just joined, so maybe you haven't had time to be active in the community, but just try to get active in the community. I feel like that kind of helps as well. Yeah. So I would say doing that as well, because technically, obviously there's a different level of, I guess, information I could be giving, but technically I'm giving y'all the same information.
I kind of figured that, like, by the way you ask him, what do we want to get out of this? Like, I know you're not going to just take out bread and just be like, man, all right, we just take it. Because after every video I've seen on YouTube, you would be like, is this a scam? You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like you that type of dude to just take somebody bread and just be like, all right, well, I just got paid for the month. So if he want to drop the course, then that's what it is. But I feel like
I got over 2,000 videos. I'm all over. I'm always running ads. Like it don't make a $39 a month doesn't make. I can go get someone funding 100K. You know, like
Yeah, I
it don't
already
make
know,
sense.
and that's what I figured. I'm like, some making 10,000 off of one person. Like, I don't think he would work me for no $40. You know what I'm saying? So I just really took the time to just be like, man, I'm gonna just soak up all the game. If he could give me some game, then it's gonna be love in the end. You know what I'm saying?
I see some hands raised. I know some other people got questions. Let me kind of wrap it up real quick. I don't know. Have you seen the repo letter that we have in the university?
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. No, I haven't.
Okay, I would go to that and use that as well. Charge off. We have letters there as well. I would request with 1099C. But yeah, I just want to be conscious of other people's questions as well.
All
And
right, good.
did that kind of help though?
Yeah, and last thing, do you use the CFPB or do you use straight mail?
So you can do both. So for our SOPs within our company, we definitely do CFPB because maybe that'll be what gets it deleted. With collection, sometimes a BBB complaint will help, you know. So I definitely recommend doing all of them. Do you have to do it? It's not mandatory, especially like if you're going through like a court situation. It depends on the claim that you're bringing. But just to not confuse everybody, I would just say just to be safe, just do a CFPB complaint.
All right, thank you.
No problem. So I don't know who is first. Y'all could just go ahead.
So okay,
Who's that? Is that Juan?
that's me, Juan.
Okay, let me lower your hand. All right, go ahead.
All right, so when my question is, I'm in the and I build enough evidence against Equifax
Okay.
um to go ahead and proceed with a small claim, but this is my last dispute. I did a method of verification um and then I build like a bunch of different codes with that too, because I did pull up that I had a data breach. So I also put that, and then they still have a old address on there, so I incorporated that with my evidence,
Okay.
and I send it with the CFPB as well, because I didn't because this is a lot of evidence. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna do a paper trail with it,
Mm-hmm.
with all this evidence, and just in case they try to say, well, I don't know, I didn't get it, So I know with the method of verification, isn't it like 30 days?
So
Am I understanding?
talking about 1681I7, it's supposed to, when they receive it, it's supposed to be no later than 15 days.
15, right? Okay, so the CFPB gave me a message after I sent the the complaint, and then they said that they have up to 60 days. So I'm a little bit confused on that part. I'm still going to go with the original, 15 days. But after the 15 days, should I just go ahead and just start getting all this other evidence? Because I sent them with the CFPB, I sent them the invoice, correct? Okay, so I sent them the invoice and all that. But on the letter that I sent them, I didn't send them the invoice. But my thing is, like, should I just go ahead and start taking them to court in 15 days and start the paperwork for that? I mean,
Okay,
or
gotcha.
should I give it a little bit of time? Should I give it a little bit of time? Like, hey, wait a little bit, like a good 45 days.
Okay. No, I got your question. Before I answer your question, one thing I'll say is when it does come to court, I don't know if you've been through court, but just me helping people in different, states and stuff, every court's different. So with talking about the CFPB extension versus the law that literally says the 15 days, one court might treat it like, okay, this is what the law says as far as the 15 days. You might get a different judge in a different scenario that's like, oh, but the CFPB said this, So you got to remember that it can differ based off of where you're at. But I would say this is not legal advice, what I'm saying. I
Right.
would say the best plan of action would be to show that you operated in good faith. So allowing those
Go
days
with the CFPB.
to pass, allowing those days to pass, because I don't know what your claim is, but let's say you're using a investigation 1681I claim.
I'm doing that.
That's what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So 1681I claim, 1681I A1A. As y'all may know, it says that they have to conduct a reasonable reinvestigation. It's a
Right.
reinvestigation, not an investigation, because they're
Right.
supposed to investigate before they even put the damn information on your credit report.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
mailed you result. Do you have the mailed results that they said? Like what they said, verified or whatever?
Yeah, I got that in. I sent that with them. So and then and in this new dispute, I actually use that in the language like re-investigation. I didn't put investigate or investigate. I put re-investigation in the language, and then I also did copies of their own report and all the inaccuracies. They reinserted a while back without my knowledge as well, and I put that in the investigation.
Did
So
you, with the reinsertion, did you exercise 1681 I-5B?
I put that in there. I circled
Okay.
it. I got an old report, and then I got the report when they had took it off, and then I put the new updated report when they put it back negative from their actual like from them, not from Credit Karma, not from nobody else, from
Okay.
them.
Okay.
So yeah, so I got a lot of shit on them. I got Capital One on here, like where they got a bunch of inaccuracies. They got no data, and then all of a sudden they got data. I'm like, and then
Yeah.
I put little. I marked it up as well. I'm like, hey, well, why do you have no data from here? Why was it open on here? Like just simple questions. I mean, but
Got
yeah, you can only imagine my frustration. I also put
No, I
like a
get it.
letter. Yeah, I also put a letter when I got denied, but I don't think that denial letter is enough. I should have went and tried to get it like a car out or something and from Equifax, but I don't know if that adverse effect would be enough.
What I'll say is my students and I, we've definitely had success in small claims before in the past and all that. But based off what you're saying, it seems like a bigger scenario. I would probably, again, it's not legal advice. You could
Right.
probably consider district courts with it, but obviously because that's a bigger venue, just understand they're
Mm.
gonna come with their lawyers.
Right.
Experience like the worst. You said it's Equifax, right?
Equifax.
Okay, Equifax could probably settle reasonably, assuming everything is on point. So I would say just make sure the claim is on point. You really do have that evidence.
Right.
Having what they mail to you, you need that mailed response because sometimes some people will be like, oh, the emailed response. You want to have like the paper that they mail to you. You want the reinvestigation results because that's where you're gonna point out that claim. Then when you're actually draft, like let's say you're doing the lawsuit yourself, when you're actually
Right.
drafting a lawsuit, again, not legal advice. Something that we may have done in terms of displaying the actual damages is kind of like what you were talking about. I've had a client go apply for auto loan $700,000 worth just to display actual, damages.
Right.
We'll pull the report
Right.
after. We got this denial. This is the denial letter right there. So I think you're on the right track. It's just make sure you're on point as you go through
Yeah,
it.
and in another 15 days, I think you're right. In another 15 days, you're right. I'm gonna pull up the report again and see what's been changed, if anything's been changed at all. I see they're reinvestigating it. I already see my Credit Karma popped up, and they're
You
reinvestigating.
have the mailed results though, like the in
No,
paper.
no, the results from the previous one, yes,
You have
I
that.
got it in the dispute, but right now it's still under investigation because I just mailed it out last week, and then everything just started popping up already, like reinvestigation. So we're gonna see what happens. I mean, from here, I mean, I'm ready to take him to court, but I mean, I'll be patient as well too and see what happens.
Yeah. So and then this is just for anyone else. I know Quan, you know what you're doing and everything, but I really want you guys to study 1681I, A1A, and really look at what it's saying. It's saying when you dispute any item of information. That doesn't say when you dispute charge off, bankruptcy, address, or anything. It includes any item of information on your credit report. They're supposed to do a reasonable re-investigation. So really study it, really listen to what they're saying. And we just dropped a YouTube video. I think our latest YouTube video, I did like a whole webinar and everything, just going over it as well. So, take a look at that as well. But yeah, no, that's a good
So,
question.
like in sense, I'm gonna piggyback off of the question from earlier, the charge offs.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, in sense, if you're going off a charge off and they're being like sticklers or whatever, you might as well just do the full thing as well. Then, right? You might as well just go all out and find all the inaccuracies and just attack them that way, and then really take them down to court. Because I mean, the charge offs, like you said, it's not gonna. They're gonna be like, okay, who cares? Like,
What do you mean by go all the way?
like I'm like, just build the case all the way, like you said before. You mentioned like, hey, you might as well just, like, you're going to court already, because charge offs are really stubborn to get off.
Charge
Like
off
the
is
previous
any, remember
gentleman.
it says any item of information. So charge off is included, bankruptcy is included, hard inquiry
Right.
is included. That 1681I section is super, super powerful because you can technically sue for just, that section in itself. So I would focus on that section and just really understand what it's saying, and then it'll make more sense. But I mean, I think you got it.
All right.
Um,
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate that. I
yeah,
appreciate your
keep us
time.
posted.
Oh, for definitely.
Yeah, I think Doc was next.
Yes. Two questions. One,
Go ahead.
with your 10K program, do it focus on, or do it deal with these things as far as the compliances with this TSR rule,
TSR.
the marketing, and all that stuff?
You ain't gotta. I mean, you're already in a program right now where I tell y'all, and I think I gave y'all a sample contract as well. The TSR compliance is only triggered if you're in a situation where you're making guarantees or you're representing yourself as someone that's going to get results. So the safest way is to have a clause in your contract that says that I'm performing this service, but there's no way that this guarantees that you will get results. It's possible you will not get any results at all. You could literally put that in your contract.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as if you're making guarantees, and that's when you fall under having to have TSR compliance. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So as long as you do what we're saying in this university, you don't have to get in a 10K program to understand that. As long as you do what we're saying. I mean, I talk about it on my damn YouTube. I mean, you said marketing in terms of what was your question?
For example, because you hear stuff. You hear how if you marketing to make sure you don't have your phone number, your certain things
We're
on
talking
your
about the TSR again. That's under that's the TSR thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So as long as the main thing, just don't make guarantees that you'll get results.
Okay. The other one is the Cora. The Cora. I forgot the definition of that, but it asks a lot of questions as far as dealing with your location. You got to go through the Attorney General here in California to deal with all that stuff. But anyway, I could talk to you about that later. The main thing I want to talk about is we got a 722 TransUnion, 731 Experian, 714 Equifax, right? But we had this medical thing that was on two of Experian and TransUnion, and they just, I mean, it's been on there for almost a year.
Medical collections?
A medical collection for 1,700.
Are they calling, texting, emailing?
No, that stopped a long time ago. It actually fell off our credit report as far as the inquiries, but it still was hanging on there.
The account is on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you level 3 in the university or not yet?
No, not yet. I'm still level 1.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask your question.
And we finally got it off.
Okay.
It just came in the mail just a second ago. My wife just brought it in. Okay. But we need about 20 grand so that we can bring everything under the 30% mark so that we can go ahead and turn around and get funding.
Sure.
Okay. And so my question is, should we do it through like a SoFi live stream? Who should we actually try to work that through after we make sure it's totally off of our credit report? Because last month we tried with SoFi, and they said the only reason they couldn't do it was because of that medical thing. And now we got it off. So
did you remove the SoFi inquiries as well? Say
it again.
Did you remove the SoFi inquiry, or was it a pre-approval?
No. It was a pre-approval.
Pre-approval. Okay, cool.
Yeah. They didn't even run it. And so I guess my question is, should I wait or do like a rapid rescore to make sure it's totally off and then retry the SoFi thing?
I would, yeah. So a lot of people just make the funding stuff deep. Anytime I want to know something, I'm gonna just go apply. If I get the adverse action letter, I'm gonna read why I got denied. I'm gonna go back again. So I would recommend that you try it again.
Okay.
Since it'll be off. If it doesn't work, like you mentioned, Lightstream. SoFi might be a little bit easier to get approved for. Lightstream is sometimes weird. You got Happy Money as well. So I would retry and then just reverse engineer from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. And so I'm gonna try to look at a few more videos about your 10K program so I can see exactly, what type of things I can get from it. Because to be honest with you, I want to do the credit repair, but I don't want to do it. I really want to focus on doing funding, but I want to be able to have somebody reputable, whether it's me or my company, that I can get the credit repair done properly so I can take it over and do the funding part, once they get to that level. That's my goal.
Hire a team. Why don't you hire a team to do that part and you just focus on the funding?
Okay, now I'm glad you mentioned that. I do got a situation with that now going. And we got a couple of more compliances things to do, and then I'm gonna start that. I'm not gonna make all the money like I would if I did it all myself, of course. But
that's business. You can't do everything.
Yeah. And I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. And so I'm already kind of like lightweight working on that part. And that's what I'm thinking about your program as far as to see as far as how to set up the doing the funding part, to where they can gel together.
I get what you're saying. You have funding information in a university. With the 10K program, it's more of like an intimate thing. I'm really looking for specific, like it has to make sense. I don't want someone to just come in just because they have, the money or whatever. So we'd have to hop on a call and make sure it makes sense. But if you're talking about just setting up for business funding, you guys have resources in the university. So you could start there. But then if you're just like, okay, I want to get around other people that invested a high amount, then we can have that conversation. But I wouldn't just necessarily rush to it unless like for certain, like,
understand
need essentially.
Okay. Sounds good, Chief. Oh, one more thing. How can I get from that level 1 to that level 3?
You got to just stay active in the community. So,
answer questions, commenting, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. Got you.
All
right. Thank you, brother.
No problem. Mike is next.
Yeah. So I've been following a lot of the master courses that you got. So I'm at the point right now where I originally went at Equifax. I went to court. I was an idiot and ended up doing it out in Georgia instead of doing it in Jersey. But it got thrown out because they wouldn't allow me to do court virtually. But it came off my Equifax took it off anyway. So I think it's a win. But I don't know.
Send a notice. You said it got thrown out because you couldn't do it virtual. Did you like request a peer?
Yeah. I sent it in. Yeah, they denied it.
Okay. But you said it got deleted still?
Yeah, Equifax took it off or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe they knew I was going to double back in Jersey or something like that. But so that's off of there. So right now I'm on the TransUnion and Experian. So between those two, I have court coming up or whatever. But I just wanted to see if there's any advice you had as far as like how to prepare to go to court, because now I have
the court date is coming up already.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to see if there's anything that you recommend I do or be prepared for as far as like going in there, because at this point I haven't received any letters from them as far as any kind of settlement. So right now it's just pretty much digging through the crates as far as like, because I went the 1681 C2. So I went that route for both of them. And I did two or three CFPB reports. I did two of the identity theft reports. So I hit them for those two, and I think TransUnion or Equifax. I'm not sure which one of them I went at. I think Equifax. I went for the 3K instead of the 2K because I know based on your videos you said TransUnion is pretty tight with pockets, so I didn't want to really OD with them. So I went 2K with them and then 3K with Experian. And that was it. So I mean, at this point, I sent the letters back and forth. Went to CFPB. They said it was. I've been fighting this bankruptcy just so as like a heads up. So I went the route with the C2, and at this point, I'm just waiting for my court date, whatever the case is. But I'm kind of keeping my eye out for them to reach out, but I haven't seen anything yet. So I'm just wondering if maybe I dropped the ball somewhere, or maybe they really are just gonna just not show up, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. So what I'll say, just transparency. We usually when I help people, it's a settlement outside of court, so it doesn't usually go all the way. But I want to say this is probably earlier this year because I made an edit to the 10K program. One of our students, his name is Danny Dixon. So I did a video with him on YouTube with him TransUnion, and he got his results or whatever. But then he said when with Experian, they were doing like a pushback, and I think he had an actual court date. So then that made me go ahead and add in what's it called? Arbitration specifically with Experian, because I helped one of my one-on-one students get paid for a bankruptcy actually and get the deletion through Experian. So based off what I saw with Danny's situation, I was thinking maybe they're starting to double down on that. So that's why I had them, things are always updating. I had them focus on 1681I claim. So I know the claim you're using 1681C-2, but like I said, based off what I heard with Danny from the 10K program, I made edits to it. So as far as your situation, I would say just stand on your claim, but whatever happens, doubling back, I would focus more on a 1681I claim. So I'm not saying that there hasn't been success with the claim that you're using.
Yeah.
Like I said, once I heard Danny had that situation, I said, okay, we always gotta update the program. I gave them arbitration, and then now, like I'm telling y'all, 1681I is where I would place my focus more on the procedures versus the block of information from alleged identity theft. Like we got results definitely that way, but court of law is opinionated and all that, and I think 1681I is going to be a better claim. So your situation, because you're already in it, I would say just have your evidence and stand your grounds on your claim. But when I've helped people, typically it would just get settled outside of court. It was when I saw my student, when he heard from Experian, that's when I was like, okay, let me kind of switch up how we're doing. You gotta make that pivot here and there. So
yeah.
So I would say stand your grounds on your claim. This is small claims or district courts?
Small claims for both.
Okay,
It's actually both on the same day.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I would say just stand your ground on that. But moving forward, I think 1681I is a better claim because you're speaking about the procedure. So I would focus on that. And those videos that I was talking about back then, the most recent information is going to be the 1681I is what I'm saying, and that's why I've told the students over there, and I'm telling y'all as well. So credit is one of those things always changing. Just keep that in mind. Yeah. Does that help, or you look kind of confused?
No, I'm just trying to think. As far as like where I can find that video to like take a look at it, like you were saying, the 1681I, the one that the newer one that you're talking about.
Oh no, I'm saying how I'm talking now. Like
okay.
And I said I dropped a new YouTube video. I think it's our newest one. It's like a whole webinar. I spoke in someone else's community and we just repurposed it on YouTube. So I was speaking about it there, but But yeah, basically just study 1681I, and
Hmm.
I would use that as your claim of moving forward. Because like I said, when I saw my student Danny, he was doing what I was already getting success with, helping other people. I was like, okay, maybe they're doing a little bit of a pushback on that. Like you could go watch the video now. I did a interview with him speaking about his experience with TransUnion. He'll say it himself. He did everything that I said. He got his results. Experian was a different case. So then once I heard that, I went to my 10K community and I told him, okay, I'm gonna drop this Experian arbitration, because while he told me about that, I'm always trying different things. So I helped one of my one-on-one students get a check for bankruptcy actually with Experian through arbitration. So obviously there's different venues you can go through, and obviously district courts. I would focus on 1681I.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take a look at that and try to see if I can map it out. Now, if I go in there, I should stick to 1681C2, or should I try to see if I can link in the 1681I, because I feel like I've done that originally with the original letters, um, or should I just stick to the script as far as what I went with them for, which is the 1681C2?
Yeah. So again, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my situation, I've had clients, I help them, via email, they get the settlement. So what I'm saying right now is based off of speculation, because I haven't helped someone in this scenario. Because when we talk about 1681I, it's based off of you requesting the reinvestigation and their failure to do that. So it's like, I don't know if you're pointing that out and you have the evidence that they did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So I would say, you can do it. When's the court date?
I think it's the third of next month.
Okay, so a reinvestigation, that wouldn't even work unless you've already done it in the past, because the 30 days has to happen and all that. So
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I would say just stick to what you have and the exhibits that you do have,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
1681I, we're talking about after the 30 days, we're talking about their response and all that. It's less than 30 days at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, so
All right, I appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Anybody? I think there's some stuff in the chat.
No, yeah, I asked how much did you pay for your lawsuit, Mike?
Oh, the lawsuit was just whatever it was for small claims. I think it was like I had to send, I think it was like 40 something dollars. It was like
I'm gonna
30
be
something for the I guess I don't know what the original charge was, but it just pretty much for you to go in there, and then they had $7 was for like a return, just in case when they mailed out the notice to whatever uh, Experian or whatever them, any of them, just to return the letter back in case it wasn't the right address or some nonsense like that. But
So
it was cheap.
okay, because I was under the impression it cost like a couple $100 to file a lawsuit.
You talking about district court? District courts is 405. It used to be 402, but they increased it to 405.
$405.
That's district courts, but small claims, it's gonna vary state by state, but it's gonna be anywhere from probably like 30, 40 up to maybe 120, 150. It depends on the amount that you're suing for.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to pay a little bit more for the one I did out in Georgia with Equifax, because you have to pay for the sheriff to actually go out there to the spot and do it themselves. They don't do it like through like mail or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Michael, do you recommend the FTC report like on your first round, or like when do you recommend that your students do that? Because I was under the
What's your goal?
my goal is to just get stuff deleted for real, for real.
So you can do that, but it depends on what like I said, your claim is. Because if you're just talking about like you want to do an investigation claim 1681I,
That's just sending a notice to the bureaus and letting them know, like, you're requesting a reinvestigation. Technically, FTC report isn't required for that. But if you go to 1681C-2 and you read, one of the 4 requirements is an FTC report. So it depends on what you're doing, basically.
Like, all right, so I know a girl that had I don't even want to say an eviction. I just want to say like something tied to an apartment.
Okay.
And she got like 70K, like a 70K collection, 70, like it was originally 70K, but it keep going up. Isn't that a violation? Because that's incorrect information right there if they keep jacking it up or whatever, right?
It's on her credit, or because you said
it's on a credit. It ain't even an eviction. It's like
it's a collection.
Yeah, it's a collection. The person that she was living with wasn't paying the rent, and they renewed it without her even knowing. So that's why I even used the FTC report, but they verified it because they had all the documentation or whatever.
Did you ask them how they verified it?
Like the method of verification, yeah, but I did it through the CFPB, but they never tell me how they verified it. Every time I ask for a method of verification, nobody
they didn't reply at all, or they replied?
No, they just reply and be like, they'll give me some what's the word I'm looking for?
Generic answer.
Yeah. They'll give me something like that, and I'll just be like, huh? And then I'll try to redo the dispute, and they'll be like, you already disputed this. And I can't even dispute it no more. Like on CFPB.
Are you just sending it through a CFPB? Or you're mailing it to them?
Nah, I'm sending it through the CFPB.
Juan's all right. I got it. All right, Juan. Appreciate you tapping in. But you say you're sending it through the CFPB?
Yeah, I'm sending it through the CFPB.
Why you don't mail it?
I could mail it. I definitely could mail it, but I'm away for work right now. Like when I'm from, like I said, I'm from the city, and I'm like 7 hours away from my home. So if I mailed it from where I'm at, doing it for, wouldn't that raise a red flag? Like, how you sending a letter from West Bubble? You know what I'm saying? West Bubble, and you from this place. You get what I'm saying?
Would it? I have clients that live in all different states. If I send out their letters.
Okay.
I think you're overthinking it.
I think I am too.
Yeah, because when you're saying that, because based off what you're telling me, you as a consumer, you're requesting a method of verification. If they don't reply to that, like if you read the law, that's a violation right there. It's just that you're choosing not to press them for the violation.
So when you say press them, are you talking directly to the collection agency, not the credit reporting agencies?
Well, it could be either. I don't know. I'm assuming you sent the letter to the bureaus, correct?
Yeah, I sent the letter to the bureaus.
You're requesting a method of verification, so that's going to be
First, I sent the dispute because, like I said, collections is not really hard to me. So I just used the same. Like I've been using the same process, and I've been getting endless collections off. But the only problem with the collections that I have a problem with is like stuff that deals with apartments, and that's every time. Like they'll show the original. Well, I wouldn't even say the original contract. They'll show a contract of what was signed. They'll show the driver's license, and they not giving me what I'm asking for. I'm asking for the promissory note, sale.
So you're doing that per what? You're just saying, can you give me this information, or what legal statute are you using?
I'm using something for the FDCPA.
1692G.
Yeah.
That validation law.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sent that request to the third party agency?
Yeah, through the CFPB, and it works every time.
Yeah, no, that definitely works. But I'm saying that because you're saying the apartments is what you're having an issue with, right?
Yeah, the apartments is the only thing that I feel like is a problem when it comes to collections.
Okay, cool. So it's a third party agency, not the original people, right?
Yeah, it's IQ Data.
Okay, are they? It's not. You said it's a lady that you know, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's a girl that I know. Yeah.
Okay, are they contacting her? Text, email, phone? Text, email.
They in the CFPB complaint, they said that they mailed something to her address.
Did she get it?
No, she said she ain't never get it.
So they said that they mailed something.
Yeah, and it's on the CFPB. Like I looked at it earlier. Like, and
But
then every time
you guys have their information. Like you guys can email them, call them.
you can email and call them and say what, like, and say what.
Call them and have her call them, record it, and basically you could just like, okay, so you want to basically question anything about it, because when you're doing a debt validation, quote unquote, you're basically disputing the validity of the debt. When you're disputing the validity of the debt, let's say, I don't know, I think you said 70 something is the balance. I don't remember what you said.
It's like 72 bands, 72,000.
Okay, let's say 72,000. Let's say 72,015 or something. She could literally create a scenario where she calls and then she's like, is this so and so? I see that I have a balance of 72,015. Why is it not 70,000 or something? That counts as disputing the validity of the debt. Now, what you do with that is that's an FDCPA violation. And as they're calling or they're talking, there's a couple of things you can say to as far as communication violations, and then you could essentially sue the debt collector, which is what I would recommend that you do in general, anyways, because for stubborn collections, I recommend you sue the debt collectors anyways. I know you say you're getting them off easily, but if they're texting, emailing, or calling your client, like, that's some money there you could be getting.
Okay. Hey, this being recorded too, right?
Yeah, it's being recorded.
So we could be able to go back and look at it, right?
If I feel like it, I might drop it. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. But no, we on time. Did you have any last thing on that?
Nah. You said you would rather for me to just sue, so I'm gonna just look into that for real.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, y'all should get to level 3 in the community, and then you'll get access to what I was just basically talking about as well. So,
all right. Well, same time next.
Tapping in.
When the next meeting?
It's bi-weekly, 2 weeks.
All right, cool. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessed one.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Sir. Go.